Did you know in Guatemala it's traditional for children to sleep with worry dolls under their pillows to reduce stress and anxiety? The practice is believed to transfer the child's worries to the dolls in order to sleep peacefully. I definitely could have used this myself once upon a time to keep the nighttime monsters away. Welcome to part 1 of a 3-part sleep series. In today's video, I invite you to challenge yourself with this 10-question global sleep quiz. I'll also share the cultural significance and some fun facts you may not know, but will hopefully find interesting. Part 2, Insomnia Cures from around the world. And 3, How astronauts sleep in space will be coming soon. But first to part 1. Question 1. In which country do office workers often take short naps, even in the workplace? The answer is Japan. Inamuri, which means sleeping while present, is an accepted practice in Japan where people take short naps in public spaces, including work. Unlike Western cultures, where sleeping at work is perceived as laziness, in Japan, inamuri demonstrates that the person has been working so diligently that they are exhausted. And for a few fun facts about inamuri, there are actually social rules for inamuri. While taking a quick nap is acceptable, fully reclining or snoring loudly is frowned upon. The key is to look as if one is still on duty while resting, not quite sure how they accomplish this. It's not unusual to see pictures of Japanese lawmakers sleeping during parliamentary sessions. Japan's train culture accommodates professionals who nap during long commutes. Number 2. In which countries do parents commonly place infants outdoors for naps, even in freezing weather? The answer is most Nordic countries. Historically, this tradition has roots in early 20th century Scandinavian health movements, when doctors and parents saw fresh air as a remedy for tuberculosis and other respiratory illnesses. Today, parents still believe that exposure to fresh, cold air helps strengthen a child's immune system and promotes better sleep. And a few fun facts are: many Nordic daycare centres have dedicated outdoor sleeping areas where babies nap in prams even in sub-zero temperatures. Studies have found that Nordic infants tend to sleep longer and more deeply when napping outside compared to indoor naps. In 1997, a Danish mother visiting New York City left her baby in a stroller outside a cafe, as she would at home. She was strip-searched and briefly arrested for child neglect. She would later sue the city and was awarded $66,000. Question 3 is, in which country have hammocks been traditionally used for sleeping, especially in warmer regions? The answer is Spain. Hammocks have a long history in Spain where they were influenced by the country's colonial connections to Latin America and the Caribbean. They are often used in the warmer parts of Spain to escape the heat by allowing airflow beneath the sleeper. Now for some fun facts. Christopher Columbus was among the first to introduce hammocks to Europe, after seeing how indigenous people in the Caribbean slept in woven nets suspended between trees. The Spanish Navy used hammocks to prevent rolling off their beds in rough seas. Hammocks remain a symbol of relaxation, reinforcing the country's siesta culture. Next, in which country did people historically sleep on large communal stoves during winter? The answer is Russia. In traditional Russian homes, especially in rural areas, people often slept on large masonry stoves which provided continuous heat throughout the bitterly cold Russian winters. These stoves were a central feature of Russian peasant homes and doubled as both a cooking surface and a heating system. Did you know that the Russian stove was featured in many fairy tales as the magical stove that transports heroes or grants wishes? Or that it was common for families to share the warm stove space with their pets? Question 5 is, in which country should you never eat or drink in bed? The answer is India. According to Vastu Shastra, eating and drinking in bed can disrupt wealth, cause nightmares, and attract negative energies. Fun facts. Vastu Shastra also advocates to sleep with your head facing east to get the positive energy from the morning sun. In addition, sleeping in the southwest direction is considered lucky, while facing north will disrupt sleep due to the Earth's magnetic field. And question 6 is, in which country did the concept of the 8-hour sleep schedule become widely promoted due to industrial work demands? Answer: the United States. Before the Industrial Revolution, many Americans followed a biphasic sleep pattern. meaning they woke up in the middle of the night for a short period before returning to sleep. However, as factory work schedules demanded rigid start times, society shifted toward a consolidated sleep cycle. A few fun facts are: Thomas Edison dismissed the need for sleep, believing sleep was a waste of time. Instead, he advocated for short naps instead of long rest periods. The United States has some of the shortest sleep durations globally, and somewhat counterintuitively, the US is a leader in sleep technology, with millions of Americans using sleep tracking devices to optimize rest. Number 7. In which country did four-poster beds with heavy curtains become popular as a way to retain warmth and privacy? The answer is the United Kingdom. The four-poster bed, characterized by its tall wooden frame and heavy curtains, became a staple of British homes in the 15th and 16th centuries. These beds were designed not only for comfort, but also for warmth and privacy, as large, drafty homes were difficult to heat. And for some fun trivia, these beds were initially a symbol of wealth, found in the homes of the aristocracy. Wealthy landowners sometimes used secret storage spaces in their beds to hide valuables. Question 8. In which country is it customary for couples to use separate beds to ensure individual comfort during sleep? The answer is Germany. Called Doppelbett, this sleep practice uses two single beds with a double bed frame and individual sheets and duvets to minimize sleep disturbances caused by sharing a single bed. Now for a bit of trivia. In Germany, the duvet is neatly folded at the foot of the bed. German bedding is often measured by precise dimensions in centimeters rather than generalized sizes like queen or king. This allows individuals to select duvets and pillows that perfectly match their personal comfort requirements. Question 9. In which country did ancient civilizations develop unique sleeping practices, including headrests and dream incubation rituals? The answer is Egypt. The ancient Egyptians viewed sleep as a state closely linked to death and the divine. They practiced dream incubation, where individuals slept in temples to receive divine messages through their dreams. And for a bit of trivia, instead of soft pillows, ancient Egyptians used headrests which were curved and made from materials like wood or stone to elevate the head during sleep. Egyptians catalogued their dreams in dream books alongside their interpretations to help them understand messages from the divine. And question 10 is, in which country do they practice co-sleeping with infants and children? The answer is Kenya. Co-sleeping in Kenya comes from the communal nature of African societies where extended families often live together, and caregiving responsibilities are shared among family members. And for your final fun facts, co-sleeping provides Kenyan mothers with continuous opportunities to bond with their infants. In Kenyan society, it is viewed as unsafe for infants to sleep in a separate room from their parents. So there you have it, 10 sleep rituals from around the world. Any that you'd like to add, let me know in the comments. And be sure to look out for Part 2 Insomnia Cures from around the world. And if your curiosity-driven nerdy brains found this video fascinating, make sure to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell for not only more videos, but to help build the largest community of nerds in the world. Signing off, but the nerdy synapses never rest, nerdy and proud.